Life does not wait for your excuses, and the world will not pause for your hesitation. So if you want to build the life you dream of, you must begin now with the strength of commitment. Excuses are nothing but chains disguised as comfort, holding you back from discovering who you were truly meant to become. And the longer you cling to them, the further your dream slits away. Every excuse has a story behind it, but stories do not create progress. Actions do, and only those who act without hesitation rise above mediocrity. The truth is simple. You either make excuses or you make progress, but you cannot do both. And every day you choose one path over the other. Excuses are attractive because they feel safe, they feel rational, and they let you off the hook. But deep inside you know they are lies designed to protect your weakness. Greatness requires courage, and courage demands that you take full responsibility for your choices, refusing to blame circumstances, people, or luck for where you are in life. The life you dream of is waiting for you, but it will never be delivered through excuses. It will only arrive through bold action. Every excuse you destroy becomes another brick laid in the foundation of your success, and with every brick you build the unstoppable fortress of your destiny. If you want freedom, if you want success, if you want to live without regrets, then eliminate every excuse today. No excuses, no delays, no hesitation. Only action, only progress, only victory. The people who achieve extraordinary success are not the ones who had perfect opportunities. They are the ones who refuse to let excuses hold them back from creating their opportunities. You might tell yourself that you do not have enough time, but the truth is you are spending your time on the wrong things. And if you valued your dream enough, you would find the time. You might believe you lack resources, but the truth is resourcefulness is always greater than resources. And when you push yourself to be creative, you find solutions where others only see problems. You might think you are too young, too old, too inexperienced, or too late, but these are excuses that rob you of the present moment where action is always possible. The world does not ask you for excuses, it asks you for results, and those who are remembered are those who delivered results no matter the obstacles. You must decide whether you want sympathy or success, because you cannot have both, and every excuse you make is a choice to settle for less. Excuses are comfortable prisons, but prisons nonetheless, and the only way out is through the relentless decision to act without delay. Those who rise above excuses transform their lives, while those who cling to them live in cycles of regret and wasted time. Remember, the life you dream of requires no permission, no perfect timing, no flawless conditions. It only requires you to take action with full belief and full determination. Excuses often sound like reasons, but they are nothing more than fear wearing a mask. And until you tear off that mask, you will never see the truth of your own power. Fear whispers to you that it is too risky, too hard, too uncertain. But fear is a liar that thrives on excuses, and once you stop feeding it, it loses its grip on you. The unstoppable mindset understands that fear will always exist, but courage is stronger, and courage is built every time you act despite excuses. When you take action in the face of fear, you train your mind to trust your strength, and that trust grows into confidence. Confidence cannot be built from excuses. It can only be built from repeated action, persistence, and resilience. Excuses keep you stuck at the bottom, while action pulls you toward the top. And the more you act, the further you rise. You will never discover how powerful you are by making excuses. You will only discover it by stepping forward even when you feel unready. Nobody begins with certainty. Nobody begins with perfection. But those who begin without excuses create momentum. And momentum is the lifeblood of success. Every time you move, you break chains. Every time you act, you silence excuses. Every time you persist, you unlock more of your potential. If you want the life you dream of, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. No excuses. Discipline is the weapon that destroys excuses, and without discipline, your dreams will remain fantasies. Excuses are weak in the presence of discipline, Because discipline does not ask whether you feel like it. Discipline simply demands that you do it. Discipline is not about perfection, it is about consistency, showing up every day, refusing to let emotions or circumstances control your actions. When you commit to discipline, you remove excuses from the equation, because excuses cannot survive against daily action. It does not matter if you are tired, if you are unmotivated, or if the world seems against you. Discipline says you show up anyway. And showing up is how dreams are built. Excuses are destroyed not by motivation, but by habits, because habits create progress even when motivation is gone. If you want to live without excuses, then build habits that make action automatic, so you no longer waste energy deciding whether to move forward. You just do. Every great achiever is not someone who avoided excuses by accident, but someone who built habits so strong that excuses had no room to exist. Discipline is freedom, and excuses are slavery, and your choice between them will decide your future. To build the life you dream of, commit today to absolute discipline, because with discipline, excuses will never control you again. Accountability is another powerful antidote to excuses, because when you hold yourself accountable, you can no longer hide behind justifications. Excuses thrive in the shadows of denial, but accountability shines the light of truth on your actions, forcing you to own them completely. You cannot build the life you dream of while blaming others, circumstances, or bad luck, because excuses shift responsibility away from you, and only responsibility can create change. When you say, "It is my fault," you are not weakening yourself, you are empowering yourself, because now you hold the power to fix it, to improve it, and to rise from it. Excuses make you powerless, accountability makes you powerful, and the more responsibility you embrace, the more control you gain over your destiny. Do not wait for someone else to hold you accountable. Be ruthless with yourself, demand more from yourself, and refuse to tolerate your own excuses. The stronger your self-accountability, the greater your progress, because excuses cannot survive in the presence of truth. Those who win in life are not those who are never wrong. They are those who refuse to excuse their wrongs and instead correct them with relentless effort. Excuses are a comfort zone for the weak, but accountability is the launch pad of the strong. Build the life you dream of by standing tall, owning your mistakes, and moving forward with absolute responsibility.